Good night, Justin. Justin.
All right. All right. Good evening, everybody. A little late start this evening, but we got something going on here for you. Got Fast Joey playing Lloyd Moreland again. He was driving through town and gave Joey a ring and said, "Hey, you want to play a little something?" And so here we are. Little race to 16. You can ignore those coins on the table. They're going to move them eventually. Those are not accurate. This is the first rack. Good evening, Roberto. Mr. Shambro, how you doing this evening? I know you got some good news. Hope you're able to find a way to take care of that. Look at this little safety from Joe. Evening, Belinda. Hey, Jim, how's it going? I hear you're going to be here tomorrow night. Man, I wish we had our little chat bots from Twitch. Those little chat games were so much fun. All right, having a little safety battle on the 2 here. This one's going to sneak around the 6, it looks like. Oh, thank you guys so much for sharing. Do appreciate it. Every little interaction does help us out, and we appreciate every little one of them. So, Roberto, I heard that. I heard that shaft got delivered to Josh today. Look at this. Joe just pummels the 5 ball right in the side of the cushion, kicks it right out. But yeah, I heard. I think Josh got a shaft, but he's on daddy duty tonight, so he wasn't able to come out and use it. I was teasing him, and I said, "Oh, that's mine. What are you doing with my shaft?" And he just kept laughing at me. And I'm like, "No, seriously, that's mine." Oh yeah! I can't wait for him to get here because it's going to be great. Yeah, I know. Like, so he sent me a picture of it, and there's like a clear at the bottom, and then there's like a matte for the like where your hand slides. Is that 2 different finishes there, or is that just something goofy in how he took the picture? So while we were waiting for Lloyd to get here, Justin Bergman said he jumped up out of his chair and he said, "Okay, Joe, I'll give you the 6 and the last 3. And Joe kind of looks dumbfounded, like, yeah, I gotta try that. Justin breaks, runs an 8-pack to get started. This is on the big table. Yeah. And I'm sitting here like, and after he ran the first couple, I'm like, man, I should go fire up the stream and record this or something. I'm like, hey, he's probably not going to do it again. And he just kept going. And every time I'm like, no, I don't want to step away now to try and get it set up, because then I'm only going to get half of it and it's not going to be nearly as good. But man, I really, really wish I had just kept with my initial thought and just said, just turn it on. Anytime Justin's at the table, I should just turn it on. I ought to know better by now. But geez, yeah, I ran an 8. He's ran a 6 on it before, but an 8 is the new title on this table. Not this one that these guys are playing on, but on the big 9-footer, our pit table, he ran an 8 tonight. Jeez. Railbirds were like, what's Justin doing here? Just practicing? And Joe's like, no, I'm playing him. They're like, well, your cue's not even together. And Joe said, I hadn't had to get it out of the case yet. You put wax over the stain. Neat. Okay. I mean, if it plays anything like that other one that you sent up here, like it'll be just fine. It's like a 12.4, something like that, right? Somewhere like 12.5 or less for the diameter, Roberto, right? And yeah, we're all good. Perfect. Wow. Wow, Joe, you know that ball's there? So that's still a little bit of the new claw sliding, like it slid off the second rail a little bit instead of grabbing that spin. He was trying to come up this way. Well, that's kind of how he went, but more like this way. But yeah, Lloyd basically walked in, hit the restroom, and said, what are we doing? I came up with a thing. Roberto, I don't know that I have specs, really. Just 30 inches, 12.4 would be ideal. I really appreciate Lloyd trying to pull that brake cloth off. That's funny. He's like, this time I can get it now. No, I'll wait. I can get it now. No, I'll wait. But yeah, I'll send you a little message, Roberto. That'd be outstanding. You are an angel. Yeah, maybe we'll talk about that in the PMs. I guess, I don't know. I'm not like, I don't like a really hard tip, but like I always say, like Kamui Black soft, or something like that, which kind of equates to like a medium everywhere else, but something somewhere around there, like not too soft. I guess on the softer side of medium, however that works out. Chris Esker, thank you so much. Yeah, guys, in case you guys don't know, coming up on Monday, Fedor's in town. And we all know that Fedor and Justin are playing a big, long race, in a couple weekends. But Fedor is going to be here a week before that. And so Justin's here. And so we're going to do a fun little event with him and while he's here. And it's not going to interfere with the big match that they're doing. That's going to be great. Black, if you got it, Roberto, would be perfect. I don't care if it's clear or not, but I like the black ones over the brown personally. Oh yeah, Chris, coming up tomorrow? Or you're talking to Russell? You're talking to me? I don't know. But yeah, we'll be here. I think we're gonna have a fun little thing tomorrow too. Anyway, yeah, this Fedor Justin team thing, you guys might have seen the flyer. So we're going to have Justin and Fedor basically be kind of like playing captains in a Mosconi Cup 5 versus 5 thing. Now, Fedor doesn't know how anybody around here plays, so like we're going to have two other people, not Justin, pick the teams. And then we're going to just do the whole thing, right? It'll be a 5v5 piggyback. You know, like one match, or the first match of the night is going to be the 5v5 Scotch triplet, whatever that is. Whatever that Latin word is for 5 piggyback. And then we'll do like a mixture of singles and doubles until one team gets 11 points. That's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, Roberto, I will do that. So while he's doing that, I'll just give you a little look at the old flyer. So this is what you look out for. I'm pretty sure all of these players, these are our local Team TPC players here. And Josh Palazzola, Ricky Evans, Joe Evola that you're watching here, Chad Bickle, Kathy Ogile, Jung Zhao, Robbie Patrick, Bill Harwell, and possibly some substitutes depending on if anybody has any last-minute challenge or schedule conflicts. And those guys will be the Team TPC players, and then Fedor and Justin. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We did one about 3 weeks ago with just our Team TPC people, and it was a lot of fun. And we, let people kind of hooting and holler and kind of bark at each other, and make it a real lively event to make it entertaining. Get it rowdy. So we'll see how this goes. Nice little save from Joe there. I think Lloyd jumps. Hey, Tom Gorman, how you doing? Thank you. Yeah, Chris, you just need a little more time in the box, I guess. The other thing is maybe don't try to play Justin's speed pool. Although that's a lot of fun. That video is getting a lot of traction on YouTube. Nice jump from Lloyd. He doesn't quite get there, but he's going to get a little bit of a reward. Oh, Alex and Snartygraw just walked in. I mean, he'll probably be here tomorrow if you want to try that nonsense again. But yeah, if anybody out there hasn't seen Justin playing speed pool, you can find it out there in our YouTube page. Fedor's in the final, leading 10-7 over Omar Al Shaheen right now. Looks like. Is that 10 ball, Roberto?
Can't they make them all the same size? They do this every day.
So Chris Esker might be wanting a speed pool rematch with you tomorrow, Justin. He's got it. He's ready.
I'll let him rob me. Because I'm not running.
I know you.
I'm not playing a speed pool. I'll try to walk fast.
He'll walk fast. That's his. Yeah.
Like for $6 in money sitting in my PayPal, it's easy for me to drive by there 4 minutes on the way.
Oh, okay. All right. Brennan, you there?
What's going on, John?
Hey, what's up? Look at this. Brendan with the
Figured we might
remote
as well-
commentary.
Figure we might as well test this thing out.
Yep. You got your earbuds in? Is that the new ones?
No, I'm just talking straight to my phone.
All right. It works.
I'm sorry to even say that.
Do you want to try and watch the screen too?
I'm watching on my computer.
Now you're like, they're good.
Yeah, but on the phone because you got the delay.
No,
Remember how?
I gotta go for a minute.
It's all right.
I got yelled at like 5 minutes ago, but I had to try to do this.
All right. Yeah. Don't sweat it then. We tested it out. We know it works. Yeah, Roberto, I got him set up.
Uh-oh.
Earbuds?
No, not yet. I'm doing it from my phone, baby.
Just remember, you don't have a mute button over there.
Oh, yeah.
mean,
I'm late, as usual. I gotta go, but this is a whole lot of fun, and I can't wait to commentate with all you guys this way next week, so I won't miss anything. So thanks, John, for setting this all up, man. I swear to God, I'm gonna miss the most action and the most fun over the next week. But I'm excited.
You're going to have even more fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Don't worry, we're going to record it all.
Yeah. Well, you guys have a great time, man. Thank you guys so much, especially all of our supporters out there. You definitely want to become a supporter before Monday. Fedor Gorst, man. It's going to be an unbelievable show. Bergman just ran an 8-pack on our table. Like, you're not going to want to miss some of this stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you later.
All right, Brendan, have a good night. No, he's just at home. Tom. Yeah. Larry, I just look it up every time. Yeah, Brennan's got a vacation that was scheduled long before this match materialized. As much as we all want Poole to come first, that's just not the case when you got a family, and I think everybody knows that. Look at this. Lloyd is, well, yeah, he's not really going to get away with it.
They just deliver. I don't think they'll just deliver that.
They'll deliver anything. You're just gonna have to pay for it.
I don't care. That's fine.
They don't carry it, but they'll bring it.
I don't think Joe wanted that 3-ball to fall afterwards. Now he's got a goofy little bank on the cross side. What if he makes it? He should get something on the 6. He does make it. Look out, 9-ball. Look out, 9-ball. He might have enough to try another bank on this one. We'll see how it turns out. Oh, wow. Checked up to. He actually overcut that ball. And Lloyd taking a good look at this. What's up? Looking at it. Well, the kick's probably the safest one if you're going to make it, but it's the most sellout. He could have elevated and slightly massaged around the 9 and probably got a shot. Or maybe he could have crossed it over, but I think if it was frozen.
What's the address here?
When they ask, just tell them the players club. They come here all the time. They know. And then just tell them your name so they know who to ask for when they walk in.
I think you still have to give him an address.
Whenever they ask, just look over and I'll tell you then.
You want another order? I'll buy you.
But I'm sure if you order another one, John will eat it.
Boy, I gotta eat it.
Justin will eat one.
What is it called?
Parmesan garlic bites.
All right, Larry's out there trying to figure out how to order pizza. He's acting like he's never ordered a pizza before. What do I tell him? How do I tell him? What? Where are we? What is the name of this place?
Parmesan garlic bites.
Parmesan garlic bites.
All right, so Lloyd broke dry, looks like. Oh, it is, Roberto. Ooh. I don't think he's still in the chat, so you might not have read that. Okay. Yeah, that makes good sense, Roberto. I'll definitely get with you in the PMs.
Parmesan garlic bites.
Parmesan garlic bites. Need 2 orders.
Adam, because this is new cloth on the new table and we're trying to keep it from creating that big hole where the break spot was. So if anybody watched like the old table that we had in here up until about 2.5 weeks ago, at the end of life, there was actually a hole in the cloth where people were breaking 9-ball from because it was getting so much play. And people were launching the cue ball off the table because it was kind of skipping over the cloth and it was airborne when it was hitting the rack.
It's the Players Club.
So, you know, a lot of rooms, when they put new cloth on the table, they'll ask players to use a break cloth, and that just prevents that cue ball from wearing out that break spot because, you know, 9-ball players especially break from the same spot over and over and over again. As it is, this table is 2.5 weeks old. Probably has 1,000 racks on it or more. Maybe not or more, but it's probably close to 1,000 racks by now. And we just don't want to. I mean, the rest of the cloth is brand spanking new. But we just want to make sure that that break hole doesn't happen again. We've recently recovered all the tables in here, so every table right now has a break cloth.
No,
I don't know.
I gave him, I used to give him that
Oh, you'll get them no more?
17 to 5.
All right, I'll do it.
17 to 5?
Yeah.
I bet you will.
Uh-oh, maybe not. Yeah, good.
Larry, you and Mike Snodgrass. One buck. You can't play him 9-ball.
Can't play nobody 9-ball.
Justin just said that Larry the Barber and Mike Snodgrass would be a good one-pocket game.
Your confidence that I can actually make 3 or 4 balls.
No, he knows I can't.
Well,
Yes,
Sorry.
but I can
That's
though.
funny.
that much.
That's what I meant.
Sorry.
Brandon, that's probably because the noise gate kicks over when people make a bunch of noise right in front of the room mic, and you're hearing probably pieces of the music and some other nonsense that's out there. If I had to guess, that's what it is. So turn that down a little bit. Yeah, like you can't see it on the camera from here, but there is already like little burn marks, little dashes. You know, all the way down to the rack. So it's starting to get a little marks, you know, some marks from the track starting to build, but yeah, Brandon, it's a never-ending battle trying to figure out how to balance audio, right? Because people want to hear the sound of the game and whatnot, but usually the mic has to be sensitive enough to pick up the clicks of the balls. It's also going to pick up all the music that's being played, and if we let the music into the stream or into the audio feed, then we get shut down because Facebook doesn't like music apparently. It's not just Facebook; it's really any streaming platform, but you know what I mean. So, trying to find some middle ground where you can hear some of it, but maybe not all of it. Joe's little attempt at the reverse bank doesn't go. It's going to set up real good for Lloyd. But yeah, like if you saw like a little ding, like if it was actually like a little ding, then like a little graphic pops up in the top left-hand corner. That's just one of the little stream alerts. If somebody did something fun with the stream, they shared it or donated stars or followed it or became a subscriber or any of that stuff. Right. Lloyd extends his lead 4-2 right now. So how is everybody doing out there? Like that right there. Thank you, Roberto. Thank you for the share. Jimmy, 30 more days. I hope you're having fun taking care of the wife on her birthday, or girlfriend, or what, I don't know, whatever label you want to give Shelly. Hope you're taking care of Shelly. Having a good time. Oh, that's right, Shamro. You got yourself a new meat smoker. should be a good weekend for it. Oh, you're just getting out to show somebody.
No, I'm getting
I
out
forgot
to
that you
use
don't
it.
keep it in your case. Party at Chambros, that's right. And Chambros is a really good friend of the stream. We love us some Dan Chambro. He's got his own night dedicated to him now. Lloyd tried to move the 6, was unable to do so, and the 6-8 combo does not look fun. And that's why, unless, look at this, the 8 ball goes 2 in the side, it falls. Joe's got to be a little sick about it. Just is what it is. I am surprised that Lloyd just walked in and got into a game like he didn't. I think he might have hit 2 balls. Like literally 2 balls. I'm not making that up. I would think if I was going to come in here and play for what these guys are playing for, I would have wanted to warm up a little bit, but every player's a little bit different. I guess it didn't phase them. Yeah, I hope you can make it tomorrow, Dan. I think we're going to have a fun time here. There's some talk of having like another one of those like kind of mini tournaments like we did on Wednesday out of the blue. I think we might do a little something else like that, but this one I think is going to extend to some more players. We'll see how that goes. Michael, I'm not 100% sure where they ended up, but I mean it's a couple hundred somewhere in there. Kind of went back and forth on different numbers, but I know the smallest one was 2 and the highest one was 6. And I don't think it's either of those, but it's somewhere in the middle. I honestly have no idea where they ended up, but. Well, Lloyd, I'm sure, doesn't want to have that 9 ball keep sneaking out of the rack, so he's going to have to try and pay a little more attention to how that lines up. All right, let's see if Joe can get something going on the break here. Squats his cue ball real nice. The 9 does slide in. I expect him to spot it up. Yep, and he does. Yeah. I'm always confused why players have this discussion about when to spot the 9. Like, the only time I've ever played where you don't spot it immediately is if it were to block you on your next shot. Other than that, it gets spotted right away. Like, yeah, there, technically it hindered his cueing, but it didn't block him from the shot. So what's the deal? But I get it. You know, like I said, Players have their own ways of dealing with things. I thought Joe might have been looking at that 5-9 combo after it spotted, but where he got on the 4 means that he can't shoot it. I mean, he could. He shoots wild stuff from time to time. But he needs to build a little bit of confidence. I'd like to see him just run out here. When Justin ran that APEC earlier, it was against Joe. So Joe might have entered into this match feeling a little kicked in the junk.
Yeah, that's what happened. Said they wouldn't bring it in now. It's one good.
They won't let you in the store anymore either.
No. They get ahead around here.
Nice. Good speed. Lands dead straight in. Lloyd says that's okay. And just like that, Joe back to within 1. And in about just 30 minutes, we're a third of the way through the match. Just about.
No.
Yeah, Belinda, that's a fair point. I mean, sometimes that's just motivation, like you watch a guy just literally run an APAC and you're either going to think, oh man, I should just quit, or just think, man, I want to do that. I want to try that. Give me a chance at that table. All right, let's see what. Can he miss the 8? He's going to come around. Oh, nice. Get a shot at the 5 in the side. Overran it a hair, but I think he can. Actually, I'm going to take that back. I don't think he can use the 8 to hold the cue ball. Can't tell exactly how flat he is in this ball. Oh, he was much flatter than it looked like on the camera, so my bad. Roberto, there definitely are, something. There's something to that. When you first walk in, he drills it. When you first walk in and you just put your 6 together, and like your brain really hasn't gotten in the way yet, and it's just your muscle memory, and you just kind of play real well for a while. The trick is to not let your brain start getting in your own way. Or if you do, then you got to fight through that slump when you're overthinking everything, and then you got to play longer until you can get back to a good rhythm. Of course, that might just be me, but yeah, and how damaging is it to your opponent? You just walk in, literally put your cues together, win the flip, break and run. Man, that really sends a shock to your opponent. I love it. They hate it. All right, Joe gets a 2 to drop. Might be looking at a 4-9. If he wanted to, he could draw this ball back and play the 4 on the side. Like that, or maybe go all the way up table. And I was going to play the 4, probably in the corner from here. No reason to go in the side. Yep. Nicely done. Yeah, it scares him. I mean, if I'm Joe, I'm going to try and get exactly right back where that cue ball is right now. He overhit it. What's he doing? Now he's going to play the carom. Well, he still went for the combo anyway. Oh, he didn't make it. Oh, man. Brett, thank you so much for the stars. I thought you would have been in tonight. But no, I guess not. You coming in tomorrow? By the way, if anybody out there is local and you're looking to play some, we got a couple of tables open. So if you wanted to come in and play some, we'll be here a little while. Got a bar box and a 9-footer open right now. Good evening, David. Lloyd's not going to get a good look at this 2-ball, which is a little unfortunate because the rest of the break looks okay. The 6 to 7 is a little goofy, with both of them being frozen on the rail, the same rail. That's the perfect way to do that, Belinda. Always act like you meant it. Always act like you meant it. But you can't overdo it. You can't be like, yeah, it's exactly what I meant to do and make a big production out of it, because then people know you're fibbing. I had a huge dinner, nothing. Thank you.
No. Thank you. Money to Justin.
Now, Jimmy, whenever Jimmy does anything crazy, you know that it was just crazy. It's because nobody expects you to do anything like that, Jimmy. That's why. Do you really mean to make this ball? Shoots it straight in the hole. Like, not even crazy, right? Lloyd's considering the crossbank on this one. It's a little tricky in the side. It's really close to the rail. It might go in the corner. It could go 5 rails, actually. If we were playing a bank ring game, I'm shooting that ball 5 rails. I'll just tell you that. But for the kind of money these guys are playing for, I don't know that I would. Yes, Molly, that's the best prefix. It's always like, I don't know if this is going to work. I probably shouldn't shoot this thing, but I got to know if it goes. I have to know if this shot works. And fire something, right? Like that 5-rail bank and like draw out 4 rails for shape. All right, Joe gets another one. These guys are moving quick.
Like they call him athletes, right? I swear. This one kid, all he does is play Fortnite. He was number 3 on the richest athlete, like above Tiger Woods, basketball players. He was like number 3. Paid like 30 million.
Oh, made it in the top 10. Seattle Fleet, I think.
Worse.
Yeah, that kind of shenanigans, that's probably one of the only things I really miss about playing like normal leagues. Is you could have some shenanigans. You could put on a little show. I mean, I'll still do it if we're just kind of having fun and we're all just kind of goofing off, but I don't think I've done anything like that in any sort of competitive landscape in quite some time. Joe makes 2 balls at once and gets froze almost to the ball he's trying to play shape on. All right, nice little safety. That's a good recovery there. I don't know if he's going to try and. No. I think the 3 ball definitely is taking away the left rail. Or maybe I got this backwards. I think he can go around the 7. But I think the 3 ball's got the left rail taken. Yeah. He's got to go a little wide. Looks like he's going to elevate a little bit. I don't know that you need all that. Plus, this cloth is still pretty new. Massays don't take quite as well just yet. Don't know if he's got enough time on this cloth to figure that out, but we'll see. Oh, he hits it real nice. Doesn't get a reward, but he does hit it nice. Joe can slow this ball in. Maybe he goes around the 9, shoots a 3 on the other side. Otherwise, do this. Yeah. I like it. Nice shot. Passes the 6, except he's on the wrong angle to get on the 5, so maybe play this in the side instead. Come up and maybe hit the 8. There you go. Snodgrass is playing Little Alex up there in the other bar box. You might see them guys walking around that table behind these guys. And on our center 9-footer, we got Chad Bickle playing Jung Zhao. Some one pocket over there. They've been already playing for, I don't know, like 4 hours or so. They're having quite the battle. Quite the battle over there. All right, Joe gets another one. Oh, Kelly. Thank you so much for them stars. I hope your drive was uneventful. I know it was long, but I hope it was safe and uneventful.
this a month float?
17 hours. Oof. That is a long, long drive. Look out, 8-ball. I ain't got around there. I always got to thread that needle again. What's this? What's he doing with that? I guess he's planning on hitting the 8. I don't like it. Let's see if he likes it. He's got a bank. Yep, he had it. Didn't play shape, though, except for another bank. She's back. You guys should come in tomorrow to celebrate your long drive. I think we're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow. I think there's going to be a bunch of little random things happening. Plus, I think there's going to be like a little mini tournament or something going on with some players that I think we got the names picked out. It just depends if they all show up or not. I think we're going to do something like that. Well, Lloyd fell a little short on this one, but he should be okay. Yeah, Kelly, you think that over. Run it by Mike. Convince him.
Just there?
Yeah, Belinda, there definitely will be.
That's how school went. When the tournaments were like that, right? So as soon as I figured the breakout, now
I know this week we haven't had as much as normal, but people's schedules just really haven't lined up, unfortunately. But so, we can't just show us sitting around telling stories all night. That doesn't really make for quality content. So, you know us though. I mean, some days it's just really busy, and some days it's just kind of everyone randomly somehow decides to take a day off.
that's how they play in
I'm sorry, Belinda. We don't mean to keep you in withdrawal. But yeah, we got stuff for the next. So tonight, tomorrow, we have 2 scheduled matches for Sunday, and then of course Monday is the big one with Justin and Fedor, and the rest of our Team TPC members. There's a real good chance we're going to have something else on Tuesday again with Justin and Fedor, but it's not confirmed. So I can't tell you much more than that, other than the talks are happening, and it looks promising, but I can't promise. What else we got going on next week? We have after that, right? So after Tuesday, though, like Wednesday, Thursday is still kind of up in the air. We got a nice match on Friday. Kathy Ojow playing Linda Brewer. They're doing a nice long race. And I think Austin will be here as well for that. And then we'll have Austin play somebody. And on the 27th, we'll have Brady Behrman playing. He's got 2 people. Or 2 potentials, I think. Last I heard, Brady might be playing on the 27th. You need the sounds to fall asleep? Oh, Belinda. I mean, if you're really, really desperate to hear the sounds of our nonsense, you can always just go to the videos tab in our page and pull up any one that you find most relaxing. Maybe after a while, you can know, oh, this one from this day is the best one to fall asleep because nobody yells or nothing. It's just kind of slow, monotone. Just fire it up, turn the screen off, and just let it go. You did? Oh, that's perfect. Well, I'm glad that we can help you get to sleep. I don't know if that means our stuff is that boring or whatever it is, but if it helps you out, I'm glad it helps you out. However it works out, did Joey really scratch again? Did he really scratch again on another 9-ball? Nope, no he didn't. Just teasing. Just kidding. Just kidding. David, someone mentioned that book in the chat just recently, like within the last 10, 14 days, I think. I personally have not read it. The little bit I know about it is really just about, how you see shots, like a half a ball, a quarter ball, eighth of a ball, something like that. But that's about all I know about it. And I know when people tell me things like, oh, this is just a half ball hit, or this is a quarter ball hit, right? Half balls are pretty easy to see. Quarter balls is where I get lost. Like, you used to get less than half. 3/4 ball, quarter ball, eighth ball, 16th ball. Like, these are all things that people have said to me, like, oh, this shot's just a insert some fraction here. I just don't see the balls like that. Like, it makes perfect sense. Like, I can visualize it. I could explain it probably to someone about that, but when I'm at the table, I don't see the angles like that. It's like nowhere near that. Oh, look at that kick shot. Gets no reward for that. And the 8-ball blocked simple 2-railer. Now he's got to go maybe 2 rails behind it. Gary, I was wondering if you were going to show up tonight. I even shaved for you and everything. Good luck in your tournament tomorrow, though. That's probably for the best. Get some sleep, get some rest. Take it on down.
When guys came from New York, they beat him on it. They beat everybody in the park got 8,000 or 9,000. Got Terry. So they spotted me and Terry.
Yeah, David, it makes sense to some people and how their brains work, which is weird. Like my degree's in math, right? Like, I have a legitimate math degree from college, but I still don't see the angles that way at the table. That's not how I see the balls. It's the same thing. Like, I can't do like CTE, like actual like Pro 1 CTE stuff, right? Like, the geometry and the trigonometry of it all like makes sense to my brain, but I can't. That's not how I see the table. It's just weird.
What's the right line?
I have to do enough physics to try and figure out how these tangent lines work and how I'm going to bend off them and how the rails are going to change my enter and exit angles. Like, I don't want to do any more physics. Dwayne, that was such a good entry, except Brendan's not here. But I'm glad you are, Dwayne. How you doing tonight? Oh, for sure, Belinda. Absolutely. I've heard people complain that there's way too many instructions, way too many ways to play pool out there. And I have to disagree a little bit, because I feel like exactly what you're saying. Like, there's a system out there that makes sense for somebody, for everybody, right? But no one system is going to make sense to everyone, in just the same way that not everyone can understand and employ every system that's out there, because everyone sees and processes information differently, despite their history or upbringing or ability. Dwayne, I'd be disappointed in you if you didn't.
Dancing Chinese.
David, the little diamonds are top fan indicators, and basically just means that they've interacted with our posts a lot over the course of the last week or month. I think the top supporters last for a month. So it's like, like, share, comment, basically all the ways you can interact with a post on Facebook. If you do that enough, Facebook will send you a little notification saying, you've been recognized as this page's top supporter or something like that. Like, we don't pick them. Like, Brennan and I don't go through the list of people that like or follow our page and like pick people. It's some systemic thing that Facebook offers. They run some algorithm on a monthly basis and award people top fan diamonds.
Me and Brennan are playing that, right? 10 a game, $5.
But if you want the little badge,
Laughing and joking.
then that's being a supporter, and everyone controls that.
My shot. We need all
And to be a supporter, it just means that you really like our content and you want to help us continue to make that content, and you want to support the players, and you want to support us by doing so.
We're not the
And that means that you go to our page and you click the Become a Supporter at the top.
giving them
And basically, it's $20, and you get 30 days of all of our content, right? So obviously our free streams, but you also get our supporter-only streams, such as the case with the event we're putting on Monday with Justin Bergman and Fedor Gorst.
Brennan goes, what are you doing,
You get that, and you get entered into our monthly giveaways, which I have some information about this month's giveaway. It's not as big as the last one, our first one, right? First one, you kind of have to do this big deal. This one's going to be a couple of smaller items instead of just one big item.
Maybe two.
But so we'll have that. So anyway, so you get all of our streams, all of our posts. You get added to a private supporter-only Facebook chat group, entered into the monthly giveaways, get you really, really great discounts on merch if you need a JB case or Aramith balls or Simonis pool cloth or a Q, Predator Q, or whatever else we have to say or sell. And and if you're local, then you can come in and play in some of these kind of more private matches that we're starting to schedule and work out the details of how we're going to get all of our Team TPC members all together and play with Justin. And then, certain supporters will like win a raffle to come in and play matches like with Justin or something like that. But yeah, I think that's the kind of bullet list of what it is to be a supporter for us. The supporter lasts for, like I said, it's 30 days of being a supporter. And so that's, less than basically $1 a show. And that's just if you're watching the stream. All right, looks like Joey's going to bank to 7. He did with authority. What's up, Dave Powell? You said pish or PS8. Did Joey really miss this 8 ball after drilling that 7 ball? He short stroked the hell out of that. Look at it, his tip didn't even make it past the whole width of the cue ball. Oof. That's going to make him sick. He fought all this way to tie it up at the halfway point. Lloyd's going to cross the halfway point first. Dave, when you coming back? Yeah, that's a brutal swing right there. Oh man. There's a Zeppelin song playing out there right now, and Jung just tried to sing a line from Zeppelin. And if you know Jung, you can imagine how funny that just sounded. And if you don't know Jung, then just picture a little Chinese man singing Zeppelin. All right, Lloyd makes an adjustment on the brake, and looks like this is going to work out kind of okay. It depends on how this 2.5 opens up when he runs into it off the 1. Never mind, it must pass as long as he doesn't scratch then. Yeah, I guess I should have looked at that an extra couple of seconds. It looks like there is enough of a gap between the 2 and 5 for the 2 to pass.
Looks like a Chinese guy back in the
Uh-oh. Got a 2.9 carom coming up here. Can he get there? Like, I mean, you're going to play to make the 2, but then just send the cue ball on the 9, and I don't think you can avoid it. Yep, you had to hit it. Slow roll this in, play off the point lightly. There you go.
I'll just give you, if I don't find somebody else to bet, then
You don't have to pay with your card. No, I don't know if you needed it. If you had to
no,
post it
no.
or-
I don't see it. We'll just wait. No, not really wait. I don't like holding people.
Down for 5.
I love it. Dave Paul comes all the way over here and borrows somebody's stick and plays a big set. Joey ties it up at 9. So now they're doing a race to 7 for the cheese. I don't know how many sets they're going to play. Mostly because I don't know how many barrels everybody's holding. But if somebody only has 1, I imagine that they're only playing 1 if this is it. Definitely don't have to play upside down because that's no good.
I think he was just like remodeling.
Yeah, Terry,
Probably what, 700,000.
I said he built it. He said he had 500 some thousand.
Yeah, but like
It was a nice break from Joey as far as good cue ball control. It didn't go flying around. The 9 got knocked up by the side. Obviously, he didn't make a ball. 6 ball hung up in that corner. David, it's not a tab. It's just a blue button at the top of our homepage. Just says "Become a supporter." I'm pretty sure. And then it'll ask you for some information, follow prompts, and just like hook up your PayPal or I think they go through PayPal. I think. All right. Joe plays another little safety there.
I didn't bother me cutting the rest. I like 3 ounce.
I'm gonna try and go around the 4 here.
Anyway, they did
That was tough.
every model. They did it. With all new lights up. Everything. New plumbing, new electric. Yeah. What they charge me? didn't ask him. before he did
Gonna
that.
try and open these? Nope. He's gonna darn near hook himself on the 2.
But that's when I just they felt sorry for him, really.
Oh. That's interesting. That could be, Dave. I don't know.
If there's any heat cooled down,
That might be one of those regional things. Hang on. Let me see if I can send you like an actual link. See if that might work. So I gotta go dig this up. Hang on just a second.
Carpenter, donut, the other guy.
oh yeah.
All of them. I mean, like, fucking bum, motherfucker. Put me out there, motherfucker. He was scared of shit. I was scared of that.
Yeah, probably, like I said.
Hang on. There's a place somewhere here in the settings where I can get the actual link to it.
You told me that the other day. So yesterday I said, you didn't get that yet? He goes, no. I got mine 2 days ago.
Your second one?
Here, David, I'm gonna pop a link in the chat. You can try this.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I didn't text him. File it every year. File every year. I didn't file it.
And then maybe that'll
3,000.
To get this one, you only
maybe that'll take you where you want to go.
19.
Oh, I can tell you this. If you're on a mobile, if you're using the mobile app, I think you have to have the app updated. Someone else had issues with that, and once they updated their Facebook app, they were able to get through it. Other than that, there really isn't much I can do as far as like troubleshooting the thing, because like once the button is clicked, that's basically all Facebook's system that runs all that. Like we don't write any of that code or set any of that process flow up.
And it's worth more.
Yeah, these pulled out another one.
But yeah, I mean, no worries. I mean, it'd be great if you can.
It's gotta be black belt.
Hopefully you can figure it out. If not, just try and come in when you can. Dwayne, I'm sorry you can't. So that's the other problem. Like we are kind of like, as much as we love this supporter option that's going on here, there is some restrictions, right? And so this whole thing is driven through Facebook's structure and everything. So unfortunately, we can't have people, like we can't just accept like cash in person and then like go into Facebook and say this person is now a supporter, because that's not how the Facebook app, system works. So we're kind of stuck with the with how that works. Did he two-rail kick two-rail bank this? What's going on here? Darn, that was close. Huh. That might be a regional thing, David. I don't know. Usually that link is kind of like that's kind of like my rabbit in the hat secret trick whenever somebody's having supporter issues. But if that doesn't work, man, shoot, I don't know.
cards he's got on auction. I don't know nothing about him.
Of course, he would hit that jump shot right when I'm taking a bite of my food. What a jump shot. Glad that cue ball stayed on the rail and never touched the non-felted part, so it's all a legal shot. He's going to clean up. Steven, I'm not quite sure. It just kind of depends on how late everyone's here playing. I would say probably easily another couple hours. That's probably a conservative estimate. Jim Tao back again. Holy shit! 5 balls on the break. With a not with a template.
Well, for eBay, you gotta pay sales tax now, like 8%, 7%. Yeah. eBay, but now the buyer has to pay. But you get double fucked, okay? So the buyer has to pay the tax, but you don't get that tax. You get taxed on top of that. So say you buy something for me for $1,000. You're gonna pay like $1,080. And I'm gonna.
All right, one long shot here.
No. But I think you gotta clean it. They're taking it out automatically.
Nicely done. Yeah, Dave, that was strong.
You got over 200 cells.
Nicely done.
Well, and if you're under, you don't even have to clean it.
Joe gives it up.
I see. I thought if I sold a fucking keyboard.
Oh, whoops.
$5, I thought you had to clean it. I mean,
Try that again, maybe? Nope. All right, never mind.
I'm sure they're probably gonna go out there. I mean,
Give him some of them Jordans. They'll do it.
how can you make money? You gotta pay the tax. What do you do?
Because if you put it through an auction,
What do you get? You give you a check?
yeah. So if I'm selling stuff, I get 18 or 20 for that.
So you're only paying tax on 6,000.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. But you still claim.
Okay, what's going on here?
Got them all free. You know how much I'm asking?
What
You
are
want
they
me
on?
to do this?
Tell me what they are.
President autograph. President George Washington. Yeah. Open. like 8,000, like 8,500.
All right.
Yeah, it's Beckett. It's in a fucking,
PSA or PSA?
yeah. I bought an Abraham Lincoln. Right? And here, I got it on eBay. I'm asking $100,000, but I got them both. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. Look, I got.
Oh, that was a perfect opportunity, Dwayne. I totally borked it. Oh man.
How can a Mike? I just can't believe that that guy's that value. Well, how can a Mike Trout autograph who was alive more than George Washington? Really?
John F. Kennedy. These
Right.
guys.
Yeah, I got his too. I bought like 10 of them. President autograph. I swear.
All right. Well, my extra little graphic software doesn't want to work right now. So, oh, is there two of them? Is two of them.
Oh, it is great. So that's a plus.
PSA is probably more popular.
It is. I mean, you can still take it out or not take it out and send it to them.
They want like $500 for a.
Nope, still that doesn't want to work. Oh well.
So like when you get coins.
Yeah, I should have, Dwayne. I was trying to get my other little graphic software so I get the little break and run graphic to come up, but it's being pissy right now, and I was trying to troubleshoot that, and
Yeah, you'll pay it.
the only way I know how to fix it is to restart one of the softwares that I can't restart while I'm streaming. So that's okay.
Yeah, they do like autographs and shit. I just wonder how much.
All right, Joe gets down
How
there.
many times are they wrong?
Should tie this back up, and now they're going to have a race to 5. I'll tell you what, Dwayne, I'll play it right now because that was still a hell of a break.
How strong is that?
There you go.
Like PS.
All right, guys, my tea's empty. I gotta step away for just a second, refill that. Also, while he's racking real quick, let me just throw this up there. Kind of remind you guys, on Monday, coming up Monday, in a couple of days from now, we have Fedor Gorst and Justin Bergman. They're going to be here. They're going to do something way different than what Fedor and Justin are doing on the 28th or whatever that day is. So they're basically going to be, we're going to have like a little mini Moscone Cup thing here with our Team TPC players. That includes the 5-man all-around piggyback Scotch quintuplets, however you want to call it. So we'll do that to start the day. Then we'll do singles and doubles with various players. Trying to feature a lot of. It's probably. We'll be real honest here. Justin and Fedor are probably never going to play a singles match unless they play each other, which I'm pretty sure is going to happen. But it's a short race to 5 or something like that for those guys. Everything else is probably going to be doubles with them, and we're going to have a lot of people. All the other 8 other players will be on the rail, and we're going to encourage everyone to be coaching and hooting and hollering, and we're going to make it a real party.
This guy has this fucking apparatus in his house to simulate like the weather.
All right, but I'm going to step away for just a second. I'm real thirsty. I'll be right back.
It's crazy. And we just practice George Washington an hour at a time. One day, an hour a day for a week, and then you get it down. They had a guy from the FBI that said, I just wondered how many of this guy's fakes. out there.
Right.
Terrorism. And I'm thinking, I'm like,
That
that
might have been
fucking thing. could be-
You're on my road.
Yeah. But what about, say your relative works for PSA? How many of those are out there?
Like a thing. I can send coins in and they come back. You know what MS is? It's mid-state. Come back 60.
I send it into
Now, if I take it
61.
to Barry and Jay. And he was doing it for 4 years. Other guy after a while. Anyway, they sent it like 64 or 60.
Because they get more business. And the price difference in that,
Oh,
fucking
you can get
20,000.
a 63 that's 500. It jumps 1 point. It's like 2,000 or 3,000.
So 2 points, that might be
Oh,
10.
easy. I like it when we first opened. We bought a collection. We paid like 28,000. All nice silver. We were green at first. So we're gonna send them all in, right? Hand graded.
Right.
So we sent them all in. Then they said
That costs a lot.
it did cost a lot. And they send you a thing back and what they all come back at. They come back decent, you know? So they said we're gonna ship them. So, okay. 125. Awesome. It shows leaving there, delivered, then it's like nowhere now. They don't know where
They don't have insurance?
we insured them. About 2.5 months later, fucking mailman brings me.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So they just got lost.
They just got lost, yeah.
That's a lot of money, though.
We were trying to track it down, call the place name, we just can't find
What do
it.
you use the mail? Or
Post
FedEx?
office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's scary.
Yeah.
They're cheaper, though.
We figured,
The other
we
FedEx
figured-
and all them, they're
we
fucking
figured
too high.
we got them insured and they're certified, so somebody's got to sign for them, either me or Scotty, but nothing can happen to them.
Yeah. Right. Anything over like 500.
All right, guys, I'm back.
They can sign
Doesn't
for it.
eBay make everything over 200?
Looks like Lloyd took that next game there, regaining his lead.
It was 200.
Pushing on after the break here. He's going to let Lloyd jump at it, I think.
I was watching a thing and this guy was just dropping off mail. He's a fucking mailman.
Oh, he's got a-
and he was just lazy.
Maybe he's got an edge. Maybe because no, he's kicking. Yeah, kicking.
And he's throwing mail behind this abandoned building.
Yeah, a couple balls he could play there.
He was doing it for like
1-4 combo. Maybe the Karen the 2.
yeah.
And he came out of it smelling okay. Joe's got a kick.
Well, think about like on eBay, right now, how hot cards are. There's just one guy.
I was thinking that ball might go on the side if he gets behind it. But he caught the carom off the 7. And now he's okay.
I don't think so. I mean, they deal with those people. They're selling 10,000 items.
Probably is going to get a little hat flip from Lloyd.
50,000, 500,000 cards every minute, right? In Portland. And how strong is this? I go get a job at the fucking Portland post office. No, I'm saying,
Oh, if you did it.
if you wanted to be a criminal,
Right.
go get a job at the Port. How many people know that? Go to Portland because that's where they're based out of, and you're gonna get the mail. Anything that you see.
Oh, you know what, Dwayne? You just reminded me of another one. The next time somebody jumps, I got one for that. All right, Joey reverses that ball off the end rail nicely. Comes back up for a good angle on the 8. Little draw shot here. Comes back, shoots the 9 in the top left. Nope, it wasn't going to mess with it at all. Just floated on down there. Again, it looked a little different on camera, I guess.
Pretty easy to make a lot of money if you didn't care about going to jail.
All right, now we got a race to 4.
Really? I know what they're doing.
We're supposed to take an ID. Any transaction, silver or gold. Anything else we don't have to. So maybe take track him down. Calls him right there. I don't want to do it. Everything's a mine. Game's got it. We're going to get it. Which,
Oh, the 4 ball doesn't drop. And look at this 1-9. I think Lloyd's got to take a look at it. Especially considering the 1 doesn't appear to pass the 2. No reason to not shoot at it. Not sure if you can get safe on it, like play a little 2-way here.
It came in like 4 different things. And they said it would pass the first 2 tests, but it wouldn't. Like
He gets it in, drops it nice.
they would lie. They would say, well, you know, I'm gonna, my grandma's, and I'm gonna come back, and they would take like 20% because the people that pass the first 2, so they're pretty sure it's real. And so, you know, they would take like, they would say, you know, it's worth 1,000, you know, 200. And the people are pretty sure it's real. They're thinking,
Dwayne, I'm pretty sure you've heard it. It just I haven't played it in such a long time. It's around though.
why it's harder, or that's just how it's doing. You can't fake that.
you can stamp it in. I even have stamped it.
I bet we'll hear it before this set's over.
Got hit it from the other side.
Well, not if Lloyd keeps breaking like that. We might not. Yeah. So Lloyd and Joy played. Oh, maybe 2 weeks ago. They played one pocket for like all night, and Joe finished up a lot of games. I think they did switch to 9-ball on the big table after the one pocket set. There was like a 2-hour break or something in between there. And then they switched to, I'm pretty sure they switched to 9-ball, or maybe it was 10-ball on the big table after that. And I think Joe won that one as well. So I think Lloyd's really looking to try and get some of his cash back. Because there was some pretty big money lost in that one for Lloyd. I don't know if Joey's going to risk that much again, but we'll see how it goes. This ball is tricky. Looks like he's damn near straight in the side, so he doesn't have a good angle on this 5-ball. Yeah, smarter shot there. Don't try and force anything that wasn't there. Played a good save. Would have been nice to get him on the back of the 8, like frozen, but doesn't quite get there. Joe makes a good kick, and the 7-ball. Don't know if the 7's got him or not. Lloyd does not have the short stick out yet. I don't think he'd jump into this ball anyway. I think he can get to it rail first. Holy cow, you guys. He hit that ball rail first with draw. Came back there. Got a little unfortunate kick off the 7. Because not only now, I'm not sure the 6 passes the 9, but the 6 no longer banks because the 7's in the way. I mean, if you want to get crazy, you could cross over the 6, hit the right long rail, and spin into the 9. It's probably just as crazy as trying to shoot that combo from where he was. He found himself in a tough position there, man. That's it can be a little brutal sometimes. He made a great shot on that 5 ball. I mean, a great shot. He just got up there and walloped it too. Like, he didn't take any time to like measure, line it up, nothing. Just got down and shot it. Joe finds himself in a proposition spot here. Balls are froze to the rail past the side pocket. Yep, there it is. There's a trick to shooting that shot. Joe should know it. Like, he got close to making it, but I mean, you can see. Oh, here comes the train. There are train tracks 25 feet behind our building. And it's a high train traffic area. And this one's moving fast. So you're going to get a little vibration in the video. I apologize for that. The engine's gone though, so we don't hear the horn anymore, but well, this train's hauling. They don't normally move this fast through here. All right. Lloyd, 2 games from the finish line. 2 games in the lead. I don't know if he's got enough to bank it. He might be able to like spin the bank in or go for a safe. He went for the safe. Split the 5 nicely. Joe's kicking at the 1. The train has just finished rolling by. The 1-9. Misses the 1-9. Freezes the cue ball to the 1. Got another safety coming. We might see a jump cue at some time in this rack. I hope so. My finger's on the button. There's a hole up here, though. There's a hole up here.
I work every Monday. There's people that bring all the junk in, like stuff like bats, balls, and toys, whatever. They all come Monday.
I'm surprised you ain't getting more sports stuff like boxes of parts.
Well, Joe's not going to try and run out. He's going to try and stick him right on the back of this 8 ball. Just like that. And puts the 1 kind of in a messy spot. I don't know if he took away that rail that he shut the 1 off of or not. But looks like no. Wow. How about that? How about that kick shot?
Oh, he's by far the most popular. Yeah, no doubt. And it's not even close. I'm talking about as far as
Linda, shouldn't you be asleep by now?
17, drafted by the Yankees. They don't even know if he's going to be fucking good.
Chris Highland, man, where you been? I haven't seen you in here in a while. Hope everything's okay. I'm glad to see you in the chat, but you used to come in like every night.
So you're telling me that's worth $4 million?
And you can't
Who's
get,
a fucking
you can't get 10,000.
Oh, nice little zipper shot on that one. Nicely done.
I know which one I'd rather have.
exactly. So
Not
that's
trout, but I mean,
it can't keep going up.
That's one of them instances where it's a good thing that the cloth is new because that ball curves so much off the tangent line. Whereas I think maybe in the old worn-in cloth, he might have just went straight around into that side pocket. And Chris, I expect we'll be here at least another couple hours. I got to think it's probably going to be. I can't see myself getting out of here before 3.
well, Kobe is.
Ooh, that's Nick Carlton. Where you been? There's another guy I haven't seen in like a month. There you go. Nick, what are you doing? Why don't you and Chris come in and play? We got a table open for you. Lloyd gets to the hill. Lloyd gets to the hill first. Dwayne, I can't wear out the button, man. Oh, here you go. Here's one that takes almost no context.
Pool is a beautiful game played by ugly people.
There we go. I don't need a specialty shot to play that one. Oh my God. When you come in, you can get played. I'll play as fast as possible for you, Nick. How was that? Henry, it's I know this is no surprise to anybody, but it's funny how often that happens to so many people. All right, Joe tries something and it works out. He opens all the balls up and makes the 1 somehow. Now he's got an awkward little shot on this 2 ball to try and get something on the 3. He plays out the point and it hangs. I'm not going to give you the 7 out, but I'll give you the 7. There might be a 3-9 carom here. I don't think the 3-9 combo goes. Well, never mind. He's way underneath this ball. So no shot at the cheese for the win. Nick's got one joke he likes to throw at me. He's been throwing it at me for almost a year. We were trying to play a bank ring game. It was on my birthday night. I was having some birthday drinks. And you ever tried to play pool with a... You ever tried to play pool with a guy that's been drinking a bunch for his birthday? You get distracted by everything going on in the room. And so now, for like the last 9 months, it's all I got to hear about is how slow I play for him. Yeah, Jimmy, you have no idea what that's like, is it? Thanks, Larry. All right, man. Take care. Drive safe. Drive safe. Always. I don't know, Dave. There's you and there's one other person that I think are probably the absolute 2 best drinking pool players I've ever seen. It's pretty crazy. Oh, nice shot, Joe. It's going to want to make this one close. I just described your entire pool league. That's true, Jim, but you also don't drink. And even though you might get distracted by other things around the pool room, you're not like, a drunk party mode. Like that's a key component. Nick, why don't you come up here and play Chris? Chris is talking about coming up. When'd you guys play? I can't give you the 7 out. I just don't think I can give you the 7 out. I may give you the last 2. Richard French, thank you so much. Oh man, look at this. He's hooked on the 2 and the 9 is literally hanging. I'm absolutely sure you just haven't been playing at all. Right? And you're a wild guy. You play okay. Joe needs something good to happen here. He's got 1. He needs another good one. I don't think he's got enough cue to play the carom on this one. But if he can reverse this bank, which he cannot, but he plays at good speed, he gets a little safe here. You get off at 2 a.m. You wouldn't even be here till 3, Jim. I don't know if I want to start anything at 3 a.m. Good Lord. Joe's going to back cut this ball. He's going to back cut the 9. Oh, it was a hanger. Look, he makes them both. He fends off one more gain from Lloyd. Take the second right. All right, Joe 2 from the finish line, 1 behind Lloyd. He needs a break to work here. He's come up dry a couple of times. He needs to get a ball down. He got a couple balls down. The cue ball looks to be still on the table, and a look at the 3. Ball's opened up pretty nicely, too. Look at this. Oh, it was picking. So it was speech to text, which I'm glad you're using because I know you're driving. That's pretty funny, though. I'm glad it didn't continue on, right? We don't need to know where you're delivering that delivery to. Joe's going to hit rails here. He's going to thread this. He's going to thread the needle here. Oh, he avoided it entirely. Okay. I didn't know. Yep, I was worried he was going to hit the 7. I thought he would play between the 7, 8. Need sound effects. Here we go. Hill, hill.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Unbelievable!
All right, so Hill Hill, as you might expect, they're talking about doing something different, right? They want to back it and jack it and flip it and float it and whatever else they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. I don't think they're doubling because honestly, I don't know if Joe's got that large of a barrel to fire back right now. They didn't order from Godfrey. Yeah, I'll have to okay, I guess we're just going straight to 16. All right, I guess we're going again. All right, so I didn't flip it entirely. But they are doubling the middle, but this one's for like half the race. For almost double the money, half the race. That doesn't make sense to me. I've seen people extend the race for double. I've never seen anybody half it. Like, maybe somebody's got to work. They want to be here all night. I don't know. Oof.
When I say, who's the master? You say, show enough.
That's a move right there. I got you, Belinda. I have a backlog of sound effects I need to add to my little keypad thingy too. One of these days I'll get to it. All right, nice bank. I mean, it looks like to me if he just draws this ball right here somewhere, he should be okay. Otherwise, he's got to go up and down table. Oh, he's playing for the combo. Yeesh. I think he overran that position a little bit. He's pretty off angle here. He's actually real good on the bank if he wants it, but like he plays this position for a reason. Let's see what he ends up doing. He's got a good save too. There it is. There's the save. Joe, couple rail kicks, but catches a scratch. And you sound effects veterans, you know what sound that gets. Yeah, I don't know if the sound effects are going to help you fall asleep at all, but I'm glad you appreciate them. Well, that's a really good cue ball from Lloyd. That's a really good cue ball. right, Lloyd takes the first one down. Yeah, that 5-ball came in real handy, didn't it? I don't think Lloyd is going to like this one. Of course, I'm not sure Joey's a huge fan of it. I'm pretty sure he can beat the side pocket here. The way that 2-9 is laying, he might try to do something else. Because if you make this ball, what? You can't make that ball and not play shape. I guess he thought he could get around the 5 that way. Like, no, shoot. I mean, it's worth taking a foul. Just kick at it. Get it out of there. Well, that ain't going to matter. Well, he left a 3-ball combo, but he gave it up anyway. Whoopsie. How about this one? I think Lloyd has definitely figured this out. He has figured out the break. Joey's still struggling to find it, but Lloyd's breaking successfully from both sides of the table now. That's rough. Jim, I don't. I have an idea. I think it's going to be like another one of those little 4-man tournaments. I don't know if it's going to be round robin or not. It kind of depends on what time everybody gets started. Lloyd does not have to like how this turns out. I think the 4-ball still passes, so he should be okay. But I think it's going to be like probably a 4 or 6-man little thing. I don't know who all is in it. I know that you're going to be here. I'm kind of on the fence about whether or not I'm going to come up and play or not. But like, it could be Snodgrass, could be Brendan, could be some of the other players, all around that level. At least I think that's what probably is going to happen, is something like that. And then, yeah, it might be like a little race to 7, something or another. Good evening, Mike. Yeah, they're fun, aren't they? honestly, I try not to use them too much. I often don't like to do it a lot when guys are playing for a lot, but also it's been a little while. It's getting late, and we're just gonna have some fun with it. Try to make sure that each player gets their fair share of sound effects, so nobody feels like they're getting picked on. But generally, if you get a scratch, you're going to get a sound effect. If you make a really great shot, you should get a sound effect. But not everybody appreciates it, and there's definitely the right time and the wrong time to do it. This one's going to come up dry and mostly safe. That being said, Lloyd is a third of the way through. Joe has yet to leave the finish line, or the starting line. No, Belinda, they can't hear it, but a lot of players will go back and watch their match. So we've gotten some feedback from players that have watched their matches where they get the sound effects, and some of them some of them think it's hilarious, and other ones are like, "Man, that's brutal. Every time I scratch, you guys play that sound effect." I'm like, "Yeah, you scratched." Man, that's brutal. Yeah, but it's also fun. Going for this bank or carrying them, or it went right by. God, man, I'm blind. All right. Might play safe underneath the 6, or try and get out here. Play off the 6 when he made the 3. Okay, nicely done. And comes out smelling pretty darn good. You had to think about it for a second. Hit the end rail and bounce out, or just draw over. Ooh. Mike Dunn, thank you so much. Or is it Doan? Thank you so much for being a supporter, though. That really means an awful lot. An awful, awful lot. It helps us, obviously. But it also helps our paid TPC team. So we have a collection of our top tier guys, and they also get support from your guys' support. So it's not just us. You're also helping out the players when you become a supporter, in addition to getting massive discounts on cases, Aramith Pro Balls, Simonis Cloth, Predator Qs, and whatever else people are doing. If something needs that we can help you out with, we can get just about anything you need from Q-Tech, Predator, OBQs. I think that's I think we get some. I think we get something with McDermott in the works too. So yeah, if you're looking for any kind of pool or billiards equipment, there's a good chance that we can get it for you. And if you're a supporter, we will make it damn worth your while. Well more than the cost of being a supporter by month. Well, that is something I can guarantee you. So if you're thinking about getting a JB case and you're kind of on the fence about it, we already got decent prices, better than most places for the JB cases. And if you're a supporter, you get an extra bonus discount. So if you were thinking about it, I would say hold off on that for a second. Become a supporter. and then come up here and get the case. Or a new set of Aramith Pro balls. Aramith Super Pro balls. Super Aramith Pro. It's those 3 words and whatever the specific order is they print on the box. But yeah, we got, I think we got like 5 sets of balls left. If anybody needs a new set of Super Aramith Pros, we got them. But I'll be real honest, our JB cases are, like our case wall is just, looks deserted right now. We got 100 cases being built in the mail, in ordered, paid for, shipped somewhere. They're somewhere between here and where they're made, all in various states of manufacturing and shipping. But as soon as we get them, you'll know, because you'll see a flood of posts from us with all of our new cases hung up in all different various sizes, shapes, and colors. Joe kicks at the 3, that gets the 9 moving. I think Lloyd's got enough of this 3 ball to slice this in the side. You went back and watched all your matches, Jim? That's some dedication, man. I ain't gonna lie, your first couple of ones were, they were not pretty. But I do feel like you learned a little something from it, though. I have noticed a change in your pace. And you're being a little more consistent. So apparently, coming up here, playing on the stream, and watching yourself play has been beneficial. And I guess I'll take that opportunity to just run this by everybody out there. If you have never videoed yourself playing, absolutely do so. If you're at all interested in becoming a better player, a stronger player, and you're serious about it, absolutely do what you can to get footage of yourself playing a decently long set. Like 9 or more. Excuse me. Because when you go back and watch it, you're not going to play nearly as good as you thought you did. You're probably going to think you played worse than you thought you did. And you're going to question why you didn't get out when you're looking at the table, like the 4 ball, and you're like, man, I'm out here. I got to be out here. Then you see yourself make a mistake and you go, how did I do that? What did I do wrong? Did I stand up on the shot the way Joey continues to do, but still he makes the ball? Did I chicken wing it? Did I rush it? Did I not do my pre-strokes? Did I slide around the table sideways? Did I one poke it? You know, all those little things that you don't always remember firsthand. Video doesn't lie. But I will say this. Don't watch it. I would say wait a week before you watch the video when you go back. Because otherwise the match is still kind of fresh in your head and you think you might remember more, so you might skip through the video. Don't do that. Watch the whole thing. You'll be surprised at what you learn about yourself and how you can fix it. It's one of the services we can offer here. If you just want to get into a match and you want to have it recorded for your own private viewing, we can do that. If you're interested in that, send us a PM. Joe is still struggling to find the break. He's not, and this is what I'm surprised about. So they've played, 40 games of 9-ball, and Lloyd has been successful way more often than Joe. And Joe has not mimicked Lloyd's break. He hasn't changed positions. I don't feel like he's changing his speed. And he's just not the balls aren't going from where he's breaking and how he's breaking. And Joe's a smart enough player. He should know that those are things he has to change. Because if you continue to do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, you know what that is? The literal definition of insanity. I think they're going to be moving a little. Well, he might actually be able to go 2 rails right into this 2-3. But I do need to step away again for a quick second. I'll be right back with y'all. All right, I'm back. And I found a little treat. I didn't see this earlier. I don't know how I missed it, but I found a little package of nutty bars, or whatever those things are called. I don't know, those little chocolate peanut butter wafer things. Joe tries a tricky little shot on the 8. He hits with outside, which I find a little interesting. A lot of guys will go forward around the table. That way, back at the 9. But he leaves Lloyd in an awkward situation here. It's pretty hard to try and play safe. I mean, you could maybe split the rail, kind of bank the 8 twice, bring the cue ball up table. I don't like putting the 8 right there next to the 9 because a 9's moving. He's basically going to split them, hit like a third of the 8 ball. 9 might go 2 rails. The 8 might go 4. These balls are moving. Well, not at that speed. He's not. He played the 8 straight up. Nice shot. Nice shot. Wasn't quite sure if he'd get enough in there, but he did. Proved me wrong once again. I guess I'll just shut up now. Eat my candy bar.
strong is that?
Just a bit outside.
So do you guys remember like 2 minutes ago when I was saying things about jumping up on your shots? Joe's been standing up on his shots for a while. But that one, holy cow. He really jumped up on that one. Like, way more than usual. Now that is surprising. That is really surprising he played that shape. All right, he's going to have to fire a bank now. What's he got here? He's not thinking about cutting this ball. No, he's not. For a moment there, I thought he was cutting that ball.
Hadouken!
Nice shot. Nice shot. I got a little scared, though. I thought he was drawing that ball right in the side pocket. It came way close. Oh, this is weird. I'm missing a comment. Craziness. All right, Lloyd's halfway there. Joe's got 1 foot over the starting line. Lloyd's break comes up dry. It's his first dry break in a while, and boy, what a mess he's leaving Joe. All right, so he likes to roll out. Lloyd says, I can do something with this. Put that 1 ball right behind everything. Joe's got a 1 rail kick. It's a pretty big, never mind, it's not a big ball. Lloyd gets ball in hand, and really that's fine. I think the 2 does pass the 3. He's looking at it now. The next question is whether or not Woodson can do with the 3 ball.
That's okay. I don't have any cash. I can actually. Hey, brother. Take care, man. Good night.
Whatever. I just heard your voice.
All right, he got it open. Look at the 3. All right, 5 to the 6 is going to be interesting. Don't get straight. He's going to draw this ball straight back towards the 6. Maybe get a little bump. Did he get a good bump or a bad bump? He got a good bump. Nicely done. Another nice little shot there. Bring the ball back around the 8. Maybe a touch risky, but he liked it. Executed it very nicely. Float that ball on down. Should get the wave from Joe. He does. He's 3 away from the finish line. Well, I was going to ask what he was going to do with that 2-9 because I think the 8 actually blocked it. But that's no longer an issue. Joe plays a pretty good save here. Obviously, you're going to be kicking underneath it. You actually you want to go 2 rails at this. What happened, Brendan? What happened is they got Hill at 15 apiece. Did he really not hit that ball? Oh, wow. So they got to Hill, and they decided to shorten the race and up the entry, which I have never seen before. But that's what they did. And now I'm betting Joe probably wishes he hadn't made that decision. I imagine he's going to get the little hand wave. No, he does not get the hand wave. All right, Joe hits the 3rd waypoint. Still got quite a bit of road ahead of him. He's got to beat Lloyd better than 2-1 from here. Joe really needs to figure out his break. He's really only been successful a couple of times. And it's just, yeah. I really want to see him try a different break. He's hitting from the same spot, the same speed. And it's not, it hasn't been working. And same spot. That one might be his best break of the night so far, despite the fact that that 4-ball I don't think is actually in the way. But yeah, this is his best opportunity off the break so far. But so I have a question about that shot. There was no reason to hit that 4-ball. You could have drawn past that. Right? A little low outside spin, a little finesse shot. You just barely missed the 4, come back out, shoot the 4 in the same pocket. He opted to go into it, and now he tied up the 4-6, and he's got to try and outmove Lloyd. And he does get there. Dwayne, if you're still awake, I think we're going to get to hear my other one. I think we're going to get the, he might not, though. He's got it in his hand. He's real close to that 9. Let's see if he goes for it. He keeps the extension on. Most people take the extension off this close. Oh, no, I don't get to play that one.
You got a tiny little cue and you're all pleased as punch? You got a big smile on your face like you just did something?
So that's the one I'm supposed to play for jump shots, but then he scratched, and he gets this one. Sorry, Lloyd. I've been waiting for a long time to play that jump cue one. What's up, Mark? How you doing this evening? Yeah, Chris will be here tomorrow. All right, this is what Joey needs here. Oh, he gets the hand wave for that one. Okay. Players do be funny, though, don't they? All right, Joe makes the 1 and the 2 in the same pocket again. Now the 9-ball will spot. And he's got a decent look at the 3, which this one, yeah, go ahead and roll this ball forward, right? Just get down enough to get around the 7. He decides to pound it and cross over it to play the 5-8 combo. Which doesn't go, which is okay because he didn't have a shot at the 5. So that kind of worked out. You watching Joe's comeback? Yeah, he needs one. Lloyd's been kind of putting it on him most of the night. Now, Lloyd got to the hill at 15-12 in the first round, the first set. Joe came back and tied it up, and then they decided to just not quite back it and jack it because they shortened the race, but they did jack it. So they didn't fully back it. They just kind of rolled it over a little bit. We got 6-ball. Yeah. I feel like from there you got to go way wide. Come this way with a bunch of inside so that it spins this way in it. And that 6-ball was huge. Joe got thin on this ball. You guys all done?
Oh, yeah.
Good session, though, man.
Yeah,
That's
hell yeah.
good, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to place in my pocket. Definitely got
Definitely
that.
got that. All right, here we go. Now he's back to within one. All right, looking for the one on the side. The two come 3 rails around. Nope. 2 went up and down. Well, nothing went anywhere. Look at this. Straight in on the 1 leads naturally to the 2. Not going to have a whole lot of angle on the 2 to get to the 3, but we'll see how he does. I think he got just enough. Still tricky, though. That 7's huge. Like, yeah, you either got to pound this ball all the way across the table or try and spin between the 3 and 7. Like a little drag inside shot like that. Nicely done. Actually, it looks like he got quite a bit under this 3 ball than he wanted. So he's taking a little bit extra time. He's got to go around the table. Nice. Slides between the 5 and 8. Yep. In and out of that left corner. Come up for the 5 on the side. Z shot here. Nicely done again. Yeah, one more little draw stroke. Oh, I was wrong again. Man, like he's been drawing the ball over the table. Whew. Still nicely done. His break change. Something's different now. That's 2 dry breaks from him. I guess the good thing for him is that the balls, while runnable, are not trivial. He's got some tricky shapes to play. Like here's one right here. I think from that 2 ball, I would have wanted to draw this ball back out here so that after I shoot the 3, I can come into this gap. But he tried to stay in there, and there's a problem. Now he's going to kick the 4 away. Maybe fly at the 4-9. Well, he's going to get away with it. Not entirely, though. I thought that 4 was going to squeak by. Lloyd's going to put him in jail here. Nicely done. It's a good shot. And he gets a reward. He's going to get ball in hand. He's 2 from the finish line right now. And I kind of have to think that Lloyd's going to go ahead and clean this rack up, which will put him on the hill and breaking. Then I don't know what we're going to do. There's a side pocket there. There's a 7 ball there. Oh, man, I got him. I got him. How did I get him? Good Lord. Now he still has control of the table. He could bank this ball. Use this. There you go. Needs a 6 to stop. I can't tell. I don't know if Joe's got a piece of this or not. He can definitely spin around the 7. Looks like he does have an edge. Yep, he had enough of an edge to kind of float that straighten that bank up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's the one I wanted to get. The guy from Family. Oh no. Speaking of, oh no. He was able to get back down there, but he kind of stood up on that shot too. Now Joe's got a shot at this. He might have to sweat the scratch here. He did have to sweat it. He decided to shoot it the hard way to play the pro side of the 9. Bumps the 9 straight middle of the table. Way overcuts the 8. That shot actually sweated 2 scratches. Now Lloyd's got a long, thin one. No pun intended. Brandon's not here, so he can't say anything that you guys would expect him to say. Timing shot. Well, it was a timing shot, but not for Lloyd. Well, it looks like Joey's going to get the best of this fireworks show. Nine's in the middle of the table. Pick your pocket, whichever stroke you want to shoot. 2 rails forward or 2 rails back, whichever you like. He chose 2 rails on the backside and gets right on it. Oh, shit. There's Brennan in the chat. All right. This is the ratio that Joe needs to get there. He's beat him 3-1. Now he just has to beat him, 3-1 again. That's a good reminder, Brendan. Let's talk about that real quick here. Where's my flyer button? Monday night. This coming Monday, as in like 3 days. Fedor Gorst, Justin Bergman, leading a team of local Team TPC players in a 5v5 Mosconi Cup style event here. We're starting off with a 5-way piggyback race to 4 for both teams. And then we'll do a mishmash of singles and doubles in kind of whatever rotating order we coin flip for at the night of. Until one of their teams gets to, I think, 11 points. Not I think, it is. It's 11 points. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. We did one of these with just our Team TBC players a couple weeks back. Everyone had a blast. And, yeah. And there's a really interesting rumor for you guys that want to watch some more serious pool on the following night, Tuesday. It's not confirmed, though, so I can't really talk about it, but let's just say that, you know, Justin and Fedor are still here. So there might be something with just those two guys the next day. But it's not going to interfere with their big race to 100 the following weekend. So what do you think that means? It's not confirmed yet. Like, it's not like written in stone. But if you want to watch either of those matches, you will have to be a page supporter. And if you're not already, you can go to our main Facebook homepage, and there's I think it's blue unless you change your color scheme in your browser or your app. Anyway, there's a button at the top of the page that says Become a Supporter. It's not a tab. It's just a button like on the top of our feed. It says Become a Supporter. Follow the prompts. Become a supporter. It only costs $20, and that gets you all of our content for an entire 30 days. That's all of our supporter-only streams, our supporter-only posts. It also gets you entered into our monthly giveaway. And if you are in the need of any sort of billiard equipment, come to us because we will make it worth your while, way more so than the cost of being a supporter. So if you're thinking about getting some pool equipment, Super Airmouth Pro Balls, Simonis Cloth, JB Case, Predator Q, become a supporter first, and then come get your equipment here. It'll be more than worth it. All right, Joey's doing what he needs to do. I did miss the jump button, honestly, because he didn't make it. Like, I really like to save that button for when he makes it, right? Like, because just jumping is one thing. But there was so much buildup the last time, like, people have been talking about it and talking about the jump button. And then he finally jumps, but then he jumps and he scratches. And I'm like, well, shit, I don't know which button to push. There's so many buttons. But yeah, I was looking at the button, and if that 5 ball had dropped, he was getting the button, the good button. All right, Joey again breaks from the same spot, about the same speed. Does get a ball to drop, but gets himself dead hooked. He might roll out, yeah. I thought he might actually kick at that ball. He usually kicks pretty darn well. And I don't know what he thinks he's, like, how this is going to work out for him. because you knew that's where you pushed out to. You knew it was coming, and now you're forced to kick. All right. Joe does make a good kick. Gets the 9 moving. Probably made Lloyd perk up a little bit there. Yeah, Josh. Last I heard, he was up 10-7 in the final, so I did kind of assume that he was going to win that. Man, his 10-ball break is just phenomenal right now. But here's the other hint. Fedor and Justin are not playing 10-ball. And they're not playing 9-ball. And they're not playing 8-ball. So you got 3 games left for them to play on Tuesday if it happens. It's looking promising, but it's not solidified. So that's all I'm telling you. Really, that's our get out of jail free card. So I don't want to promise anything and then have it not happen. But like I said, we're not going to tell you things and promise you things that we can't deliver. So we'll tease you a bunch, though. Like we're real good about that. Tease you a bunch, and hopefully it all works out. I didn't even count 3-ball in my list of 3 games that I didn't list, but I guess that's something else. I'll do this. I'll also say they're not playing 3-ball. They're not playing Keno. They're not playing Irish pool or Russian pyramid pool. And they're not playing speed pool. And they're not playing Chinese 8-ball. And they're not playing 3-cushion billiards. And they're not playing snooker. And they're not playing Saratoga. And they're not playing American rotation. Is that all of them? Did I handle all the other games? Oh, Jesus. Hayden Devers just walked in with his buddy. No, Chris, it's going to be played on a bar table. It's not going to be a foot race. Look at if Justin ain't oh my. If Justin ain't going to race you around the table, you'd be damn sure he ain't racing a kid 10 years younger than him around the table. That's going to make Lloyd sick. On the other hand, if Joey does win this set, they're definitely going again. Now, if Joey loses this set, I feel like they're probably done. But Joey gets a free barrel here. They're going to go again. Oh, I'll throw one other thing. They're not playing on a bar table. Yeah, Brandon, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, you know, stop putting all the good events together when you're not going to be here. I feel like this is like 2 or 3 times. You keep putting all this fun stuff together and then going out of town and leaving me to handle it. So I get to see all the fun stuff. Oh, that's another sound effect I was going to say. You'll get nothing and like it. Oh, you're off now, Jim? That's a half an hour early. Joe breaks from the same spot at the same speed. Still doesn't get a ball down. And he's completely dumbfounded by this. And I mentioned this a couple hours ago. Like Lloyd's break has been far more successful, and he hasn't one time tried to mimic Lloyd's break. Holy cow. Lloyd was not expecting to make that ball. You can really tell from that. Get him, Frenchie. Whoa, what's happening here? Lloyd's gonna flub in this one. He hammered that ball too. Whoa, my goodness. Oh, there we go. You know what? We're gonna do another one. We're gonna do this one. Mark, it's going to be me and whatever random whatever players I can get to come back here. So I know Chad's going to join me for a little while. I think Kathy will join me for a little while. Might get Josh to join me for a little while. Might try and get Robbie back here. Everyone's just going to take turns when they're not playing their matches. Chris, I'm not sure Mark knows how to commentate on 9-ball. I think he might just fall asleep. Here's another hint, though. If Tuesday happens, Mark would be a most excellent commentator. And if that doesn't seal the hint, I don't know what will. Yeah, Mark, you missed it. Larry was up here for a good long time. Chad and Jung played one pocket for like 6 hours. Oh my goodness. Lloyd is going to lose his friggin' mind. Jim, as far as coming over here, it would basically boil down to, well, let's see. Chad's still in the wing. He's probably going to go home. Jung's still here. He'll probably stick around unless he has to go to work. Hayden and his friend probably... One of them might play it, but they would probably need a little something. Or not probably, they would. So it would basically be like me and you for a little while. But then you're going to be here tomorrow anyway, and there's a good chance I'll be here, so... you know what? I'll just save the gas. I'll be real honest. Just probably save the gas, because if these guys don't go again, then I'll probably just close. If they do go again, which I imagine they're discussing right now, then we'll figure that out. Although I think I just saw somebody unscrew. But we'll see.